EZA Goku in every event.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's move on to the next topic. This is going to be a little bit more of a speculation-based topic. So, as you all know, it is November, so the holidays are just around the corner, and 2020 is almost coming to an end. So, we've got a few more celebrations, a few more banners, a few more things to be looking forward to on the global side. So, I kind of wanted to take this opportunity to have all of us just kind of speculate and discuss what the roadmap is going to be for global moving forward until the end of the year. We can't really talk about JP so much because JP is going into their new celebrations blind, pretty much. So this is going to be more of a speculation for global as far as like what the next banner is going to be, what the next celebration is going to be. And this will also feed into the final topic, which will be the main topic of the show. So we'll start with Goresh. How do you see the rest of 2020 panning out?
All right. Well, I sort of was thinking about this yesterday, and then we had a wrench thrown into that. But so we got a Dokkan now. We'll talk about the Dokkan now later. That'll be like the main thing we talk about later. But I assume whatever that is going to be taking up the rest of this month, as well as potentially a portion of December. And then as we move into the later parts of December, we obviously have 2 units that are slated to come out at that point, and those are the LR Blue Goku and Vegeta. Return of Power, and then we also have LR Jiren, and then I assume LR Jiren is going to come out probably around the end of December, and it'll spill into January as well for 2021. And then I guess what I'm hoping is we get the finally LR or not LR, the AGL Kale and physical, or sorry, yeah, AGL Khalifa physical Kale EZA, which is something that people have been asking about a lot, actually a lot more than I thought they would be asking about. Finally come out during that celebration, whatever that Christmas celebration is. And I guess we would also expect to get the 10 category stages through Battle Road as well, which I thought would have came out during this celebration, but I guess they're pushing that back as well. So, I mean, there is a lot of content that we should expect during that portion of the year. So that's cool. But yeah, I think the big thing everybody's waiting to hear about is the Dokkan now that just got announced last night.
Yeah, and there's also, there's the EZA for Topo and Dispo, because all of that stuff's like
right, yeah,
power related, isn't it? So that's kind of all
yeah,
going to be
right.
shoved
that would be
some
so
time.
that would be 2. Yeah, that would be 2 EZA. and then whenever they want to do Super Saiyan 3 Broly, I guess 2021.
We're not in any rush.
Broly.
We're not in any rush.
They can save him for the last.
Exactly.
We'll probably end up getting one more chain battle too, right, before the end of the year, because the Topo and everybody getting their EZAs.
Yeah, we're gonna get Golden Frieza for the chain battle.
That's where they changed the formula.
Yeah. So, I guess if no one else has any ideas for for Global's roadmap, we can just move on to the main
I think
topic.
the main thing is, like, I think we would probably, from when we've discussed it before, I think what Goresh is saying is the general consensus, because we kind of know from the previous year, like the previous structures, that because of the way, like, the thing that comes out on JP at a certain time, then it comes out on Global at this time. So we kind of all have been expecting, I guess since they came out on JP, that the Blue Boys was going to be like the big thing in December.
Yeah.
And so then, everything else just kind of builds around that. So you've got like the Kale and Khalifa and the Topo Dispo EZAs, LR Jiren, like it's all Tournament of Power related. So it kind of just feels like that's what they're saving for the end of the year. But then obviously now we've got something new coming up that we don't really know. So it'll be interesting to see how that fits in, if that fits in at all with that theme.
I would say one more thing. I would say, shouldn't we also able to get the step up banner as well for New Year's?
Potentially again, yeah.
Honestly,
that would be in the new year, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not even that high on these step up banners at this point, just because there's so many LRs that if you summon on a double rates banner, you're pretty much gonna get an LR on average within 4 multis.
Yeah, basically.
So they can throw it out if they want. People will summon because it looks nice to summon on those banners, but at this point, I don't. They have to change that up more. Maybe make it like the last 2 steps are LR guaranteed. But as that banner stands right now, it's not really that special anymore.
Yeah, I was definitely in that camp of the first time they ever did it, and obviously we would never really seen something like that, and it was just like, wow, this is the best banner ever. This is so good.
Yeah,
and then
basically.
by the time it came around, like the last time, I went into it, and I think I still summoned on it pretty much just for the content, like for making a video. But it was literally a case of like, okay, the first 3 steps, anything I could get as the guaranteed, I just don't need any of it.
Yeah.
So obviously, I know #well problems, but yeah, the step up banners start to become less attractive. The more units you don't need. So,
do you think they'll ever do something where they do a step up, but they kind of make it like a new age step up, where it's like only selecting from the pool of units that came out in the second half of the year, whereas like it's all of it? You think they'll ever do anything like that?
I don't think so. I think
no,
it's too easy to bait people into summoning on the banner with old units on it.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't even have to summon on that. I wailed out way too much this year. I don't need to summon on that banner at all.
Welcome. We welcome you with open arms.
I don't like it. I hate it here.
To the whale room.
Yeah, because even when you get to like the 4th step, where the 4th step is like a category leader, and then it's like, okay, I can use like a copy of this one unit maybe, and then any
copy of the TUR.
Yeah, anything else that it is, I don't need. And then obviously, I haven't got anywhere near as many rainbow summonable LRs as some people, but even that starts to get a little bit more dangerous.
I mean, to just go to Toon's question here, could they make like a vaulted pool of only LRs? You can only summon for LRs in the year 2020 kind of thing, right?
Well, what they could do is, because think about the Halloween banner that they just released, right? They could do something like that. Technically, where it's like only newer units, but I think when it comes to LRs, it's there's always going to be but there's always going to be people who need the older ones.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to summon anyway. So is it really worth it that they put the newer ones only on there when they could just shaft you guys and include the older ones as well? I don't think so.
Well, I think they wouldn't do that with the LRs, because LRs aren't consistently released like Dokkan exclusives, right? In a year, we're always going to get 14, 15, right? When you include the dual Dokkan Fest, there's 3 dual Dokkan Fest, so you're going to get anywhere from like 14, 15, 16 units of new Dokkan Fest units every year. What they could do is, I mean, this is me playing a bunch of gachas. They could just sell you a ticket where you buy like 3 packs or whatever, and then that's one special summon of, hey, if you want to summon for all the Dokkan Fest exclusives in the year of 2020, you got to buy like 3 $45 packs, $50 packs, and then you get the 1 ticket to summon for it, and one-time deal only kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's something I can imagine happening. I don't, though, because this is Bondi, and I mean, Akatsuki, they don't really like to do that generally compared to other publishers and developers. Because other publishers and developers like, you can summon for anything in the year 2020 or 2019, and here you go. And for some people, those are more valuable, and they'll pay for the money to get that because it's a smaller pool, bigger chance to get what you want, or straight out a selector ticket kind of thing. But I don't see that happening at Dokkan because they make way too much money just by baiting you to summon on banners, period.
I think there's ways they could potentially do it, but I think the main issue is that they know they don't need to. And like people will summon on the step up banner even if they don't change it. Because they could do something like the selector ticket was kind of the thing I was thinking of. So like if they had a step up banner where, for example, if you do all the steps at the end, you get a ticket and then you can exchange it for like the LR of your choice. Like I feel like everyone would summon on that to get that ticket. But like I say, I feel like they won't do that just because they know they don't need to, and people will just summon on step up banner anyway.
I mean just to quickly chime in, like another concept that you could think of is, hey, use your red gacha coins, buy this 2020 Dokkan Fest exclusive ticket, so you have a 1 in 16 chance to get, or how many there ever come out this year, 1 in that many chance to get the unit you want on this thing, but you have to use your gacha coins. So instead of like buying it out straightly right when the banner comes back, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna chance it because people love gachas, like trying to potentially pull the hype unit that they want. But I mean, yeah, there's lots of ways they could facilitate this. especially when it's New Year's, especially with JP, because JP celebrates New Year's way more excessively than, say, the Christmas stuff. So there's lots of things they could do, but I don't know if they'll actually do it.